Come themself, you hear that? Knocking it, me knocking it. Know themselves, know yourself, you. Me knocking it, love knock and do. Knocking it, me knocking it, love knock and do. Knocking it, me knocking it, love knock and do. 90 demo. Knocking it, me knocking it, love knock and do. Knocking it, me knocking it, love knock and do.
We here.
Yeah.
Another episode.
Long
coming. This one been in the works since before I even start the interviews.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You check? But today we have a really, really good friend of mine.
Yeah, man, respect, bro.
A really, really good friend of mine, Mr. Omar.
Yeah, man.
Basically family at this point.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, man.
But introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Omar Belizaire. I guess you say I have a lot of hats. Even though I love wearing hats, I do have a lot of hats on as well. Partake in a lot of racing, carnival culture, and just culture in the Caribbean in general, you know. Yeah.
Where we could start? There's so much we could start.
Boy, it's rough, you know. I mean, it's rough. I mean, it's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Extensive catalog.
Yeah, it's extensive. I mean, I would just start by saying, I think by people, by know, like, I grew up in St. Lucia,
right.
But I also grew up in St. Kitts. So, like, when I was born, the first place I lived was in St. Lucia until my parents separated. Then I moved to St. Kitts until Hurricane George. And then that's when my mom thought best to just go to St. Lucia. So I lived in St. Lucia until I was about 15, 16, around that age. And I came here, lived there for a bit, went back to St. Lucia because at the time, I wasn't really doing the best in school. So my mom was like, well, just go back to St. Lucia, because at that time I was talking with my dad again. So then we were good. Went on there and then came back here after that, graduated school here, then went to the US, worked and went to school in the US and all that. Then after it's always been like a back and forth, like between here, St. Lucia, the US, you know. And then after my mom passed in 2018, I moved back here in 2019, and I've been back since, so it's about 7 years now, just about 7 years now. Yeah, I think this month will make it 7 years, yeah.
So, most who know you from, I would say, most who know you from the carnival scene.
Okay, yeah, right? Well, yeah, I could say that, yeah.
Most who know you from the carnival scene. How you get started in that scene?
Back to them same two people who bring me, straight up, you know what I mean? Like, my dad was always big into carnival, because he grew up in Trinidad. That's where my parents met. So he grew up in Trinidad. He really was kind of like me, like a nomad, like everywhere.
Yeah.
So he lived here, he lived Antigua, he lived Grenada, he lived Trinidad.
Right.
But because of him, he was always big into carnival. And then my mom was huge into carnival here. Like, those who know my mom.
Carnival royalty.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? So it's like, she always had the biggest costumes on. She always was like the queen of the band. For those who don't, my mom is Paula Heiliger. So my dad is Daniel Belizaire. So she was always the queen of the band for the whatever mass troupe at the time. She played with basically everybody that you could think of. I don't remember all the names, but all the legendary ones, all the big ones like Banker, etc. So because of her and him, I was always big into it. Because my dad was also the chairman of culture in St. Lucia, which is basically the chairman of Carnival. Right? He was it for like a couple of years. But that's also because of the extensive work he would have put in before that. And yeah, and then also just growing up in the Caribbean, you just love fetting, you just love carnival, you know, so jumping carnival since I like 16, probably even younger than that, because I got pictures in, you know, costumes like here in SK and like in St. Lucia just in costumes, traveling to Antigua with my mom and my dad for carnival and stuff like that, so St. Thomas and Martin and stuff with like my mom just for carnival, just to look, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how we started, really and truly, just the love for it, really. Yeah.
What would you say is your most memorable experience coming up in the carnival scene?
A few really, but I would start off when my mom and my sister and Chandy Lewis from Antigua started Solid SKB. Yeah, because that was the first time I was actually properly in it. You know what I mean? Like watching on and like actually like experiencing to help and whatnot. So obviously I just did the logistics behind it, you know, helping get stuff and take stuff from the airport and whatnot. So that was memorable. And then the other one I would say was obviously like just starting Chattabox in St. Kitts. Yeah, that was like a game changer, at least for me, when it comes to like actually being into it. You know what I mean? And it was also after my mom passed, so it was like one of those things where I was like, you know what, like my sisters, them doing Majesty at the time.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wanted to do my own thing as well, but I still helping Majesty, but the opportunity came to me to like do Chattabox. So I was like, why not? And I also prefer Jouvert than on the road, like parade, right? Pretty mass, right? So, I love the simplicity of it,
right?
You know, so yeah.
It's very rare in the carnival scene that you'll find such a strong passion without getting like anything back.
Yeah.
You check like a lot of people who enter the carnival scene enter it for profit.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you know anything about the carnival business,
especially in a small country like this.
Right.
Yeah.
But why do you think you're that way? Where you engage in so many different things just simply to assist.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, it's just in love. Like I swear to you, like I tell people, so I got goosebumps right now. I swear to you, like, do you see the first year at Chattabox when we went on the road and like I just seen people like enjoying themselves after all this stress and not eating for days because I walking to make sure people get experience. Is like I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like swear to you, bro. I was like, this is what you're about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like people on their face, bro. Like meaning like they're enjoying themselves so much, like they're on the road. You know what I mean? Like everybody like paint up, water down, you know what I mean? Like drunk, you know what I mean? Like I was like, and people coming to me, oh my God, this is the best stick, you know what I mean? Like I was like, that is it.
And I was in that first year at Chattabox.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was lit.
I was in that first year at Chattabox, and that first year at Chattabox was.
Yeah. I think it set this like the real tone for the couple of years after that. Yeah.
To me, that's what tech sync his name is Jouvert to the next level.
Yeah, I felt similarly, and that year was the first year Kimala and I did Soca Seas as well.
Right.
And to me, personally, that has been my favorite boat ride in St. Kitts.
Ain't no other boat ride like
I don't think so.
Like Anchored is it?
Yeah, Anchored, yeah, for sure. Anchored, yeah. You can't compare. You know what I mean? Like the vibes are different. You know what I mean?
When it was Soca Seas.
Yeah, the first couple of years.
The first couple of years of Soca Seas.
Yeah.
Man, like the Soca Seas, I got memories from Soca Seas that should never see the daylight.
You know, I'll never
things was happening on the boat, and it was like, yo, we on a boat.
Yeah, the first year when we did it on Tango 2, unfortunately it sunk when somebody was buying it back to go back to Trinidad, I think. But I was downstairs by the DJ most of the time, right? And I come off the boat, and the next day some man telling me, "Bah, you should have been upstairs." I said, "What do you mean I should have been upstairs?" He said, "Bah, just no, upstairs." It's like, I'm like, "Bah, what happened upstairs?" And no, up to now, I don't know what happened upstairs.
Yeah.
Up to now. I just know, man, them had a ball upstairs.
Yeah.
You check? I said, okay. No, I mean, downstairs was lit. So I can't imagine what upstairs looked like.
And the fact that nobody want to talk about upstairs.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
you check? But yeah, man. But yeah, that for me, you know what I mean? Like Chattabox really had just changed the game for me. You know what I mean? In terms of like what I can do in Carnival for sure. Yeah.
Any hopes on branching out on your own?
Well, yeah.
Is that something you?
I mean, I've thought of it, but what I would say in a lot of things that I do, I'm a very loyal person, right? So it's like. And I'm not saying this is the situation in it, but to a fault in certain circumstances, not necessarily Chattabox, but for other stuff as well, where it's like I would do something and I would see it through, right? And even if something else is available, if I think that it is not aligning with what I believed to be before, chances are I won't do it, right? Chances are I will just be like, you know what, I'd rather just not, you know what I mean, than do something. Yeah. So that's why I'm a lot of times with just a lot of stuff. Yeah.
With Carnival being where most people know you're from, what you are actually most intertwined with is motorsports, apart from Caribbean.
Yeah.
Right? Specifically drag racing.
Yeah.
Take the floor.
Boy.
That's where the story starts.
Yeah, that's the real story. One. Yeah, that's the real one because really and truly started, I think, 2 different times, right? One was when my grandma on my dad's side bought me some Hot Wheel cars with like the usual track. And I was like, my dad had like model cars in his office, and his office at the time was at home.
Right.
So it was like, you know, so I would just take them up and just drive them up and down like the house. And then she bought me some toy cars because he started getting fed up at taking up the things then. And then, so it started with that, but then I remember coming home as in St. Kitts, and my granddad came home from the jewelry store right on 4th Street, and the Pajero, he was driving a Pajero at the time. Right. He parked up and I was hearing like the brake disc doing tick, 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 tick. So I like, what are you? So he trying to listen to where I'm coming from, and I realized it was coming from the brakes. It sounded like it was coming from the brakes. So, you know, the brake disc big and silver. Yeah. I was like maybe like 6 or 7, maybe younger, maybe like 5 or so. And I touched the brake disc, hand burn, like real burn. I cry, I run inside and cry and so. Then, but from that I was like, the interest was just like okay, why yeah, like what's going on with these vehicles? You know what I mean? Like, what is this that doing that? Like, why is it hot? You know what I mean? Like, when I touch it, it don't feel hot. So why is this hot? So after that, it just start snowballing. When it really started popping off now was when my dad's friend started coming over and he had a PlayStation 1 and he had Gran Turismo 1. That was it.
The racing.
Yeah. That was it. And then my uncle still is, but he was very big in drag racing Antigua. All them times, like since I was like young, right? And he came to St. Lucia this one time to invite a bunch of guys to a race meet in Antigua called Imports of the Invasions. Big up my uncle Carl and everybody in Antigua, and he was like
Import of the Invasions? Or Invasions of the Import? Invasion
of the Imports, sorry. So people came over, St. Lucia and some other islands. I think St. Kitts went as well. I can't remember which cars from St. Kitts came, but I remember there was 1 or 2. Because people used to talk about it, like some cars went from St. Kitts. And anyway, so I went, and I was first time I saw drag racing live. Matter of fact, first time I know what is drag racing. Because remember, I playing games, so all I seen is track racing, like, you know. And I was like, yo, what are these cars? You know what I mean? Like, they're stupid fast, you know what I mean? They had like some cars from St. Martin that one was a pickup car, Sledgehammer, I'll never forget it. And they call it Sledgehammer because you used to wheelie all the time and drop down like a sledgehammer, right? Then they had some car, I think it was out to train out of Antigua, called The Thing. It was just like a guy just made a car in his garage and it was fast. Then they had some Civics, just all kind of cars was there. And it just sparked it. And then St. Lucia started doing drag racing events and I just started going down. You know what I mean? Anytime my dad could take us, he would take us down south, like to watch the racing. And that's really and truly, just snowballed from there, got into the forums. Those who know cars know there's like car websites basically, but it's like forums where everybody would kind of like loan like information. So if I doing stuff on my car, like I would be like, oh, I just changed this, I just changed, these are the issues I had, you know, and stuff like that. So it's like you could get all information. It's almost like a Wikipedia for like car stuff, right? But it's like different.
Real people.
Yeah, real people doing real stuff, right? And they have different like threads and whatnot. And created my own as well. SK Motorsports, that was back in like 2008 when the track had first opened up. But after that, it just, like I said, just snowballed into like meeting people and getting to know guys in Antigua and more guys in St. Lucia and guys in Trinidad and whatnot. And just, I hear now. Yeah.
No. I'm a huge fan of Omar.
Yeah, big up.
But I'm a bigger fan of Omar's car.
Me too.
Behind us, we have, to me, the most famous car in St. Kitts Nevis.
Probably is right now. You're up there.
And today was my first time driving in this. I want to tell you, the sickest piece of experience. Like, I have 3 top tier experiences. Soca Wrap Up in St. Lucia.
Okay. Big event.
Yeah. Soca Wrap Up in St. Lucia. Jouvert in general. St. Kitts Nevis Jouvert in general.
Yeah, Jouvert tough.
And now at 3rd, driving in the Supra.
Big up.
Right. So tell me one. Because you don't just have a Supra.
No.
This is your favorite car.
Oh yeah. That's a dream car.
This is your dream car.
Yeah, that's a dream car. Yeah.
So talk to me a little more about getting your dream car, building your dream car, and kind of creating an iconic car across the Caribbean. Because it's not just St. Nevis, like it's across the Caribbean.
Yeah, like people actually know the car.
Like the car, right.
Yeah,
people see the car and be like, oh, that's Omar Super.
Yeah, I would say, like, and I got a big up Nick Lou from Jamaica,
Right.
Skunk Nation.
Skunk Life.
Skunk Life, sorry. And Cody from Antigua Street.
Yeah.
Right? Those two specifically were like, yeah, that really helped it as well, right? Like I always knew them, like I met them before, but after the car, I did everything else to the car, they kind of put it on a different kind of map, right?
Yeah.
Because when I resprayed it, I just sent Nick the pictures, like he knew I was respraying it, and he posted on Instagram, and that they'll get shares like crazy, right? I wasn't even expecting it, to be honest with you. I just sent it just to send it.
You just show him.
Yeah, just show him like, yo, like, you know what I mean? And then, cause like I said, like we talk, you know what I mean? Literally like my partner, you know what I mean? So, and then same thing with Cody, and then Cody and I, we speak a lot about a lot of different things, and then obviously a lot of other friends and whatnot, but really and truly started by, like I said, just having a dream, you know what I mean? Like, so I would tell anybody, like if you want something, like I know it's cliche to say it, but if you want something, you could get it. You could get it, right? Yeah. It might be a little tougher for some, it might be a little easier for some, because I tell people all the time, I lucky together, right? Big up the previous owner, Kareem. I was hegging Kareem since I moved back to St. Lucia back in 2018, and I was like, yo dog, like when you sell me the car, and he was like, me not sell, which was expected, right? Yeah. But every time I see him, I'm gonna still trouble him, right? Just out of joke as well, right? And then I'll never forget, January 2nd, 2018, he called me, and he was like, I was on the way to the gym, and he called me, he was like, but I think I'm ready to sell the car. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he think he really want, because he wants something a little bigger. So I was like, okay. So he tell me the price. I was like, yo, give me a week, right? He was like, all right, cool. He gave me the week. I got through, and I got the car. And the same day I got the car too, my fiance was actually leaving St. Lucia to go back to Barbados for school. And I remember her posting a snap, right? And he was like, I could leave and he won't feel sad or something like that, right? And not saying she was right, but she wasn't wrong, because it's like, it was one of the biggest in my life, right? So it's like, yeah, man, it was huge, bro. I was happy that she was there though to see it, you know what I mean? Because I dropped off to the airport and whatnot, and in it, yeah. I was like, I was like,
biggest flex.
Dog, I had my dad pick up.
Drive this shit for like months.
Oh, bro, like every day them answer this car, dog. Like, so I dropped her, and normally I would drive my dad pickup naturally, right? And I was like, buy a scooty pickup. You know what I mean? Like super car roll out. Yeah. And drop off and then I went town because my buddy have a Skyline, and I know he'd leave the bank around the same time, but he'd normally chill, and it's a Friday. So I was like, I just pop up on him, right? Yeah. So I pop up, pull up. So he thought it was the old owner, because he still had on the old number plates and everything. When I jump on, he was like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Because he knew I was trying to get it, right? And then then ever since then, like I said, I moved to the US for a bit, and I moved back to St. Kitts, and then it was in St. Lucia for a while. My mechanic had it, and the previous owner had it for a little bit as well, because I wanted someone to take care of it. Right. And then in 2022, brought it up. Those who don't know, it was a naturally aspirated, meaning non-turbo, Supra, automatic. Just when I mean base Supra, like basic.
Classic Supra.
Yeah. But not even just a classic Supra, just basic. Like, I mean, not fast. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just simple. But it's a Supra. Right. So you have a good platform, right? So I instantly from there went turbocharged the car again.
And it's the 3-liter inline 6.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's the 2-liter inline 6.
2 liter.
Sorry, 3 liter. Sorry.
3 liter.
Yeah, 2JZ. Yeah, 3 liter 2JZ. Yeah, it's a 96 Supra. And yeah, so I brought the car here. Wanted to turbocharge it. So now one of my closest partners here, like Akeem, big up Akeem. Akeem worked with me like crazy. Helped me get parts, gave me parts just to turbocharge it. Got it turbocharged. I will never forget, man was up like hours, because we're trying to really take it to Nevis, right? But I knew it was a long shot, because the car would need tuning and stuff. So, but regardless, we walked through the night. When it's time to go catch the boat, that's when we start the car. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we had to just leave the car home, and we just went up on the sea bridge, just, went up just normal. And then after that, we got it started out. It was automatic for a bit. Tried to drag race it while it was automatic. It was working out at times, but the automatic was already tired. Yeah. So it wasn't the best. So we got tired of the automatic. We did put in some parts in it, but it just, and then so we made it manual. But at the same time I made it manual, I sprayed it over. Right. And like I was telling you earlier, it really came down to one of the first pictures in my phone after I bought the car was a purple Supra.
Right.
And then when I went to Vegas for SEMA with my former manager, we went and we were just walking and I saw TJ Hunt's GTR and it was the same color. And I was like, yo, daddy color. Because I was like, well, you probably can't see it in the video, but it have a crazy flex to it.
Yeah.
So you go from like purple to blue to like green, and in the night it look black, navy blue.
Nasty.
Yeah, crazy.
Nasty.
Yeah. So I saw that directly in the sun, right? Like at SEMA.
Right, so you probably was walking around and seeing the color change.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably send you the clip if you got it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, daddy color. I was like, that's it, right? One time I came back home, I called Kung Fu is who sprayed the car, Kung Fu Customs from Sandy Point. And Kung Fu, I showed him what I wanted, and we said, okay, cool. Got the paint, cause I work automotive art, so I got the paint, got everything needed to respray it, and he's who really came up with the white wheels. Yeah. Cause I wasn't gonna go with the white wheels, cause I was like, a little bit too much.
Man,
right?
like, Kung Fu used to come up with the white wheels?
Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah.
Big up, cause that day is what put the cherry on top.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, trust me, because what I was going for more, like the color would have been crazy, but it would have been a little like mellow too, right? With the black wheels, right? Because the original color of the wheels is black. So I was like, bah, he was like, nah man, let's do white. I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
loud.
Yeah, loud.
And it could work.
Yeah, it could work. Yeah. And like the car's already a loud car.
Real.
Right? And it's like people gonna be like, oh, you got a loud Supra already. Like,
the
you know what I mean?
good thing with a Supra is no matter what you do, it's a Supra.
Yeah, it's a Supra. Exactly.
It's a Supra.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what, screw it, right? I said, yeah, let me do it, right? And then I wasn't even at work at the time, but he came to get the paint for the wheels. And then Mitch was our paint guy, right? Our paint tech. He was like, and do something special. So he added some pearl in the paint, in the white. So even the wheels got pearl in it, right? So when he sprayed it, no, I didn't know. But I remember Mitch did tell me like he had to do something special for it, or he gave him something he added a little something in there like for me. So I was like, okay, cool. But I thinking maybe, you know what I mean, something simple. Next thing I know, I see the day of my car show last year. Kung Fu was really trying to get it out, but I guess he was busy too. So, but he sent me some pictures. I said, yo, that they look crazy.
Talk and shine,
yeah, yeah, July 11th, yeah. So, but yeah, so I saw it. I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro. And then I was like, I couldn't wait to see it, like in person, right? But I was waiting for him to finish it before I went and see it. Even though I saw the pictures, but people coming and see me because they see in the car, right, down by him. I was like, wow, oh my boy, I see that Supra, they look crazy. And I was like, cool, no? Cool, I want to see it. I want to say, yo, I went with my fiance, and she told me she ain't seen me smell like that in a long time. Cause I was like, yo, that day is what I wanted. It's stellar, bro. And like the way I see it too, the sun was sitting from the back and I was coming from the front. So I saw like the dark color. I was like, so I started watching. I was like, okay, like it looked like it, but you know. But when I started coming around now, I was like, yo, yeah, I just had to like, it was just crazy, bro. And like you said, the white wheels was shining, the pole was coming through. I was like, yeah, this is sick. But yeah, that's it really. I mean, like I said, it's my dream car. I always wanted one. They have a lot of other cars I always wanted too, but I always came back to the Supra. Really because of the 2J, because I know it was one of the strongest engines ever made, right? So it really was coming back to that. But also I just love the design of the car too. It's really timeless. So, especially the interior. Like those who don't know, like it look like a jet fighter because everything it's like a cockpit towards the driver, right? So just everything about the car, bro. Like I really like. Even when the car was slow, you know what I mean? Like like I used to enjoy it. Like shit out of it. Like I used to drive south in St. Lucia, and I used to keep up with cars that is faster than mine, just because the car controls very well, right? So it's like when that man got brake to hit a corner, like
and the Hero too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I used to be flooring it, you know, round corner and so. Yeah, man, it means a lot to me. It really does mean a lot. Cause even like down to like getting it, like, I mean, this is just open vibe, right? So at the same time, it's like when I was trying to get it too, I need a little bit of money extra, right, to put on it. And I telling my mom like, yo, like this what I want, or whatever the case is, you know, I'm really trying to get it or whatever. And she was like, how much you need? So I told her, and she was like, okay, cool, I'll send it for you. And she sent a little bit of money for me to add to it. So like when people are asking to sell it, I tell them it's not that I don't want to sell it, or it's not that I wouldn't sell it, but this really means a lot to me because it was one of the last gifts my mom actually gave me. You know what I mean? it wasn't a ton of money, but it was something still, you know what I mean? Like she didn't have to give me because I didn't my car, you know what I mean? And I could have probably gotten the money, you know what I mean, if I would just waited like a week or two. But at the same time, it's like, you know, so those are the little things that it really does mean a lot to me, you know what I mean? It really do.
You could see it in how you care for the car.
Because
you really ever see the car dirty. Though it is fast, you drive it like a daily. Right? And he fast. He fast. I don't recommend anybody pull up to this stoplight. No stoplight. If you ain't on the track, running like 9 seconds,
I was
you're dead. You're dead.
No, don't get me wrong here.
And trust me, this only ain't running 9 seconds because Omar want AC in his car. Omar want AC.
I buy another car for that.
Right?
Yeah, I buy another car for that.
Don't mind.
Yeah.
You will get a headshot from a red dot.
Well, trust me. We got a lot in store, you know. We got a lot in store.
That leads us into the perfect segue to talk about drag race. Drag race in Nevis. The involvement, your involvement in drag race and the drag racing culture, when does that start?
Starts with the track open.
Okay.
Yeah, like straight up, like since it opened, like 2008, 2007, like I said, started the forum, SK Motorsports, just to try to build the culture, try to help the culture a little bit. And then also started from, you know, some very close family relatives, the Herberts, Bonty and Wilbur and them, right? That's the reason why I actually fell in love with the Supra, Bonty Supra, the orange one. And it was right out, like it looked like, I will never forget, I'll never forget. I was with my mom and we was passing where West Tech is now, right? Coming from Frigabay, like Frigabay Road. And I was just hearing a car behind us coming up, right? So I looked back, of course, and I'm in the back seat. I'll never forget, I saw this car come over the hill where the guy that sell the coconuts now.
I seen out of Fast and Furious.
Bro, I was like, wait, that is Super from Fast and Furious. Okay, it was the same color, everything, same bonnet, same hood, everything, right? Same bumpers, everything. And I started freaking out, Mommy a Supra, you know what I mean? Like he passed us. I was like, what the F? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yo. And then she was like, you don't know who that is? I was like, no. And then he told me, yeah, that's Uncle Billy children. I was like, what? I was like, nah. I was like, so after that, I was like, you know, got good with them, you know what I mean? Like, I got closer with them, should I say, because Michelle was always close with the family. All of them was always close with the family, but because I would just move back to SK, I didn't really know them like that anymore, because the last time I would have seen them, I was probably like 4, right? So, so just got really good with them. Bonte took me out in the car plenty times. The GTR that they had as well, and all them cars. And so it started from that. So when we used to go over Peninsula to go and race, they would let me come and whatnot. And they're talking, a lot of the people used to allow me to come too. Like, I could just name names, you know what I mean? And then, so we started going Nevis. They were building a lot of cars at the time. They were building the Supra, the GTR, and a lot of other cars, the RX-7 and whatnot. So we started going Nevis just for the racing, and I just used to follow, you know what I mean, just to come and help. They really needed nobody to help them, but I just used to tag along. And and then so from that, I was taking photos, just because nobody was taking photos at the time of the racing, so I was the first person to start taking photos. And then, so I was pushing the Facebook page as well as the forum, and trying to also push it out to other Caribbean islands too, because even though people knew we had a drag track, people didn't really know it like that. And I was like, it's probably the best, you know what I mean? So I was like trying to push it out to a lot of like St. Lucians, Trinis, Dominicans.
It's built
for that, you know what I mean? Unlike a lot of other places, not knocking them, but you know what I mean? Like it's built for that, you know?
The surface is prepped.
Yeah.
Like they also continuously redo the surface to keep it fresh.
Yep, exactly.
Currently they're redoing
it right now for Winfest.
Right. So.
So it started from that, just going up all the time, like when my brethren them. I never had a fast car them time, but just going and taking photos, taking videos, uploading them to YouTube, posting them on Facebook and stuff like that, posting them to the forum. And then around that time I moved back to St. Lucia, kind of around that time as well, and then was doing the same thing down there, continued doing it down there. Then had opportunities to go out to Antigua, did the same, and just kept pushing it, you know what I mean? Just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Like, even though I do push my page a lot, which is Carib Motorsports, I also love to push St. and Nevis in general, because everybody have their pages pushing them, and I love to push it. And again, that's big up to Cody for Antigua Streets, because I was about to give up because things were slow. You know what I mean? I was like, this page ain't move off 1,000 followers in like years, dog. Like, and he was like, just keep pushing out. And then that's when I met Nick.
I like 10K followers now.
Yeah, almost 11. Yeah, I've been watching it. Yeah, and that really happened over the past 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And again, that's why I said big up like Cody specifically and Nick, you know what I mean? Because before them, people knew me, but they didn't really know me like that, especially like regionally, right? And after that, it's like it just blew up. And every time I go to Antigua, like I don't charge anybody for any content, you know what I mean, when it comes to, especially Antigua and St. Lucia, because, you know, like those are extensions of home, right? I have a lot of family in Antigua. So I always tell people now is like, I'm willing to work with people all the time. Like if you know what I mean, just tell me what you got. If you're willing to work with me, I'm willing to work with you. Because at the end, I just want to grow the culture, right? And then, till now, just trying to push Senkits specifically with the association, which we started a association recently. Just trying to get Senkits specifically more assistance to get to Nevis, because that's a little bit of a struggle. But also try to also get a little bit more out there to like the public and to the government, etc. Just to show them, you know what I mean, like the man them here got some energy, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm not knocking any other sport, but nobody spends more money than guys that into cars.
No, nobody.
Like I tell you, I know guys who spending $100,000, $50,000, $200,000 in their cars. I sorry, but I could be wrong, but I would love to meet somebody locally who has told me they put $150,000 into themselves and into trying to grow themselves.
Other than, I ain't saying this just because other than cameramen.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Exactly.
Because is one of the, like, those are cars and cameras are the
very
two most expensive hobbies in the world.
I was speaking to Breezy the other day and he was telling me the prices of his stuff recently, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Dog, you know what
like,
thing
look
I could buy
at
from the
my setup right now, over there, that setup right now is almost, I think, maybe $8,000.
Yeah, man. You know
you see what it is.
Yeah, you know what I could do with $8,000 in my car.
you see, I have nothing
here
right now.
So imagine.
The full rig.
When
you see me really shooting. And this here is at least 8,000.
Yeah, I believe you.
Right? So it's like cars and cameras, the most expensive hobbies in the world. For no reason.
Definitely.
And then inflation makes it much harder.
Yeah, then you have to pay customs
and then duty tax and all of that. So it's like...
There'll be a lot. Yeah, so I'm happy that we spoke about duties because fortunately, Nevis, we can go to Nevis to get duty-free on parts from time to time. Not full duties off sometimes, but, you know, they will break off taxes on us. So that does help. You know, but at the same time, it's like trying to get that over here in Senkits that we don't have to go to Nevis for that. You know what I mean? Like, I could just be able to go down to the ministries and get them signed and stamped and get them duty-free and just let them know, like, this is the purpose of it. You know what I mean? Obviously, you'll have... It's a tricky gray area sometimes, but you need somebody in charge or who you can respect and trust that it would be like, no, this part is for that vehicle and this is what it's for. And it's to grow the sport.
And for the guys to not abuse it too.
That's right.
Right, like if we push to finally get that, like use it properly. Use it properly. Don't abuse it and then get the privilege taken away for it to never come back again.
I agree with that totally.
Like use it because you actually benefit more when you use it properly.
Definitely.
Because if the sport grows, then the sport grows. You could get sponsors in the sport. If you get sponsors in the sport, you could make money from the sport, right? So don't abuse it and make it harder for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because and as you said that, like even down to sponsors, like even trying to, like you said, try and get more sponsors on board, because this event that's coming up, and I've seen it throughout the Caribbean, like when I'm traveling, is the amount of people that comes into the country for a race there is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I might say, okay, I'll take my car, let's just to Antigua. But it's just not me and my car.
Yeah.
I walk with like 3 other man.
Right.
And then there is people who just want to go to view.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like for Antigua, that's why Antigua been putting a lot of effort. The government has been putting a lot of effort into sports tourism, specifically for racing. St. Lucia has been doing it too for all, what they call it alternative sports, right? So it's basically all the non, I guess you say like not the usual sports like track and field and stuff. So everything else like chess and those esports and those kind of stuff. So they have a ministry just for that. And you see it in Barbados, you know what I mean? Like with their rally, you know what I mean? Like they have a whole track just for circuit and rally, and they block off roads for their rallying. You know what I mean? And Jamaica similarly. I mean, most of the Caribbean does it, right? But I just want us specifically because we have a track. Yeah. We have a track. I want us specifically to get into that sports tourism because it's going to be huge.
Competitive people.
Yeah.
We have people who compete across the Caribbean and win.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't
Bro.
just, like, they don't just win at home.
No.
They go
Some of the
out
fastest
and some of the
cars.
fastest cars.
In Nevis,
What gang say? What bad in a sick, it's so bad in a deep.
You see what's going on next time, man.
Real.
Yes,
Man,
what's going
you
on?
know, I grew up in Nevis. So I love the Nevis man them. I really want to think it start to get rid of that saying.
We know, we'll come next time,
That
man.
saying, guy.
That
Like,
very
that
next
saying
time.
been kicking our ass for
Yeah,
years.
for a good couple years
Like,
now.
I've been coming Nevis
Yeah.
and just getting beat
Yeah,
up.
for sure. Yeah, no, it's been tough. It's been a tough couple years. We not lie. But this time,
But you see,
Come
them
guns blazing.
man love car.
Yeah.
And I think what happened in saying it too is because there's so little support.
Yes.
A lot of the enthusiasm leave a lot of the man them in
yeah.
saying it.
And I think what happens too is just it might not be a big expense, but the expense does happen in terms of
is,
like going to
yeah.
Nevis especially. Because if I have to like pay, $200 to and from, I know it don't sound like a lot of money, but it's like, it adds up, right? It adds up, especially a lot of the guys really do working on a small budget, you know what I mean? All of us work on a budget, but some smaller than some, you know? So it's like, you will see the guys, them that just look at it as a hobby, just want to go up and race. Ain't really
Just having fun.
Just having fun, and then it's like, to spend $200, then you got to spend another $200 to register, and then you still got to buy food and drinks and stuff, because you're not home. So you can't just say, because then we're going up first thing in the morning. We're talking like 9 o'clock in the morning.
So you're
all day, right? So those kind of stuff does kill a lot of people, and then issues that happened in the past, but it's starting to rectify now, especially with iConnect, is leaving early. So it's like, we'll get to our finals, and we can't even compete in the finals because we got to go.
home.
You know what I mean? So it's like, luckily now with iConnect, and as I said, like, big up like iConnect as well, because you like when we speak to them, they be like, hey, we got a race meet coming up. You guys mind leaving a little later, like 9 o'clock or so? And they be like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Once they could expect enough of us to come. So, and they've been doing it for the past year or two. I specifically really appreciate them, because once one of us call, they'll most likely say, okay, right? Just give them enough details, enough time, and they'll sort out. So yeah, so that's basically what it is. Like I said, I just want us to really start pushing the motorsport tourism or the sport tourism, because I tell you, Nevis gonna ram this month. Ram. I'm talking like 50 plus cars.
Like I really want people to. This is me speaking to I now. Like I really want people to come on now and support the drag meet, because you might not be into cars, right? But I gonna speak to you as. I want to take the mic a little bit for Omar. I'm going to speak to you as somebody that's into culture. A lot of the times we sit around and we say nothing going on in St. Kitts, nothing going on in Nevis. There are things going on, but you guys don't come out. And that's sad, right? You don't have to be into cars to come out to a drag race. You don't have to be into cars, because excitement is something that is contagious, right? And if you exist within a space where people are excited about something, you in yourself, unless you're a miserable person, you in yourself will feed off of their excitement. It's also just a vibe. It's also just experiencing a different type of culture. Culture doesn't always mean heritage. Culture exists within whatever. So there's camera culture, there's photography culture, there's videography culture, there's car culture. And we are lucky enough to have so much of those cultures within our little small federation, and if we let them die out, then that little saying y'all say of nothing there to do in St. Kitts and Nevis will become true.
It's true.
Right? Drag race is one of the most exciting things, because you can be up in the stands and demand them so cool. As long as you pay a little extra, you could come down in the pits amongst the cars too, and really see the cars. You could meet a lot of the drivers. You could see a lot of the back and forth banter that they have, and really see that these guys really just come out and they're just big kids, you know. The man them just come out and just race car, you know. It's really just, you cannot beat me.
Yeah, facts. That's
you can't beat me.
That's right.
Oh, you could beat me? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No long talking. See the track there. Let's go.
For real.
Right? I really want people to come on out and support the drivers.
And it's just a good family there too.
Yes, come on out with the kids. Come on, it's a great family there.
Yeah, trust me, and it's cheap. Like it's cheap in compared to like a lot of other events.
You think it's you think it's 100? No. You think it's 60? No.
Yeah, they pay
you
way
think
more
it's
for feds.
40? No, it's $20. And it's 20.
Yeah.
And how much for in the pit?
I think it's like 50 for in the pit or something.
50 for in the pit.
I don't remember exactly how much it is, but it's around that. It's around that.
The poster is going to be on the screen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put everything on display. But like, just come on out and support the drag race, please, because this is actually one of the biggest drag races we've had in such a long time.
It probably might be the biggest, actually.
Yeah,
we had a lot of
like ever, right?
Yeah,
and it's such
big
a
up
good
King Ocean for that.
Big up King Ocean for assisting with bringing in the cars, and big up Omar for keeping the culture alive. Big up Gang, big up Donique, big up the guys who didn't give up on the cars, big up Chaz and all them, man. Big up the guys who didn't give up on the cars and still still
try anything.
Breathe the life into something that was dead for years and just kept it pumping.
Yeah, for sure.
To the point now where we have this meet. So I would just love for people to come out and support it, because if you guys come out and support, then we could get the people with the power to put some energy behind it, because now the guys can prove that on their own, they've on their own, no assistance, they have built something that they can get people to come out to. So now there's no excuse as to why the powers that be wouldn't assist in supporting it, right? So just please come on out to the drag race. It is May 22nd to the 24th. Right? You don't have to come
islands coming
right. You don't have to come on all 3 days.
You don't.
The main day is the Sunday. Right? That is the finals. That is basically eliminations. Right? So it's basically they test the cars on the Friday, qualify on the Saturday.
Sunday is the big eliminations. Right.
So just come on out, support the thing. I suggest attempting to come on all 3 days, because all 3 days have a different energy, right? But if that's a lot for you, just come on out on the Sunday. And guess what? Car on the Sunday, breaking down the Monday.
Oh yeah.
Perfect weekend.
Yeah, we don't prep for that.
Real, like perfect weekend.
I don't prep for that. I don't prep for that.
Right?
You
know me as a man support the sexy girl them.
Yeah.
So imagine you come down in the pit and all of you come out dressed down nice, or taking pictures next to the sexy car then. Like, come on, it's a perfect day.
Yeah, what I would say too is like you say, it's just a day out, you know what I mean?
It's just a day out.
Like, when we being honest here, not saying that the prices for events are not the actual cost that it should be, but like we're talking like the difference in price. You know what I mean? You spend $150, $200 for a fet, and you just stand up drinking your own, listening to music. Now, don't get me wrong, I love that. But at the same time, it's like, we're not complaining.
We are fitters. So please understand, we're not complaining.
For sure.
But it's just in comparison to what we're selling you here.
Yeah, way cheaper.
And think about it. Let's even take what you're getting out of it. These guys spend so much on their cars. The guys who come in from Antigua spending so much to come here, from St. Martin, from all over the place, coming here, right? They're spending so much, and all you have to do, if you in St. Kitts, is spend $60 come over and $20 at the gate, right? Well, these guys spending thousands of dollars to come down here and entertain you, and you guys
getting the cars ready and everything.
I think just come on out and support.
And be some fast cars too, like some real fast cars. Real fast cars.
And Nevis is a drag surface. So these cars fast on their surfaces where it isn't built for drag. Them man gonna come down here and run some ridiculous times.
It's true.
Them man gonna come down here and eat food, but here one now St. Kitts Nevis never take punk in their life.
No.
St. Kitts Nevis never take punk in their life.
Definitely right. Big up all the islands them, you know.
Yeah,
but they going back wounded them.
Yeah. Who not dead?
Going
badly wounded.
But I mean think, listen, main thing them man not going on yet.
Yeah, no boy to the Supra. I tell you that. No boy to the Supra.
This was show going with the 10.
Yeah.
I see a red car.
No boy
red car, red dot going in there.
Man.
But everything
you gotta show me you could beat gang by. You use me by, but you gotta show me you could beat gang by. He said that dead.
He know what's going on.
Use me by.
Yeah, when he come with the car.
You're not gonna go on a tongue shot here.
Watch, when he come with the car, stay quiet.
Yeah, he come round and he say, me want to talk too much.
Okay.
Me want to talk.
He done got broken arm, yo.
Yeah.
So he done
driving.
Okay. Well, he probably gonna get licks in that car and another red car. Yeah, so
licks.
Yeah, so big up the Antiguans then, but they know they're going back kind of wounded. They don't see it.
Wait. You said this going with the 10?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we tell us anyway. Yeah.
Donnie came in 10.
Donnie going faster than 10.
Donnie going faster than 10?
Yeah.
Donnie in the 9s?
He might be.
And you feel like we're not gonna eat Donnie food?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Come on out to drag race. Come on out to drag race.
Again, I mean, you was there for the other interview, but the name have a purpose. You know?
No, yeah.
The name have a
A
purpose.
one headshot forward that you.
According to Dan, all.
All.
A-L-L.
All.
All.
What they say? You losing by the light? You're nervous? You're nervous?
Trust me, all the man them is dogs, but everybody,
Yeah,
everybody getting
I
it
like
right.
that. I like the fact that we got a monster coming out.
Yeah, man. And the good thing about it is, nobody have ever seen the car run.
Yeah,
They just know how the car look.
Right.
And we know what the car gonna be capable of. And because we've spoken to the previous owner, we've spoken to the previous tuner, just certain things, and we overlooked it ourselves, and we're like, we see certain things that could use some tweaking.
Right.
And even speaking with them, we already know the potential of it. So we already know what it could do as is. And what we're about to do is going to make it faster.
Okay.
So let me tell you, hopefully the owner will be here. The actual owner of the car will be here because he don't live here currently. But if he's not here, he know he have the best backup driver ever. And me nah rest up.
Real.
Foot pan neck.
Yeah.
Just
Squeeze.
Everything dead.
Squeeze.
Everything dead. But nah, man, but big them up for real, man. I'm really looking forward to see what happens next race meet.
Yeah.
And it's just for fun. You know what I mean? It's just for fun. Like through everybody at the end of the day, like even if whatever happen, I know we won't win, but whatever happen is just for fun. You know what I mean? So
because at the end of the day, the goal is just to push the culture forward.
just to push it forward.
Push the drag culture,
for
the
sure.
race culture forward, the car culture forward.
Definitely.
And like let these guys see some kind of benefits for
the time and effort.
Time and effort that are put into these cars, man.
Yeah.
These guys don't do this for nothing else but they love it.
For
and
real.
Some fast cars in the federation.
No,
man.
some real fast cars in the
Some
federation.
fast cars in the federation.
Definitely.
Like I don't think I understand how much fast cars in the federation.
Yeah. They don't see them every day, so that's why we worry, but they got some real fast cars,
I had to complain over the markets them on the road. Them there ain't no car. Them there
Big on the
ain't no
markets,
car.
but nah,
Them there is minivan.
Yeah, boy, trust me.
Them there is soccer mom
Boy,
tracks.
let me tell you, daily commuters, man.
Yeah,
Daily commuters.
them there ain't got nothing to do.
They quick them days, but when we're talking
that
fast,
they would pull up next to something that look like a macaroni box and get smoked.
Facts. For sure.
You want nothing, because it got a few starlet up there to play with.
Yeah.
You got,
especially that white one there, the Glanzo.
Yo.
That one that nasty. Listen, I post a video of that there, right? And
that there does shake every time you come off the line.
Yeah.
That there got so much power.
It'll talk. Talk like crazy. And you know, I think, I can't remember what movie it was. I think it was Fast and Furious when they had said, it got so much power, they twisted chassis off the line. That's what happened with that car. Last time there was a time he went up, and I literally, when he came out down, I said, yo, check that chassis there. Because that car go up so. Just sideways and all four burning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All four. Listen, I tell you, the first time I had posted that video, right? And one of the craziest passes he made, I posted it, right? The amount of shares that they got. And I know it's because you don't see them all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
You don't see those stylers, they all-wheel drive. And plenty Bajans was just sharing it. And like plenty Trinis and a lot of Antiguans, just a lot of people were sharing that one specific race.
You know, some fast car in Nevis, dog. Like,
for sure.
Some fast car in the federation in general. Because even with some of the man them down here, right? The man them in St. Kitts, right? You got stock cars running like 10 and so.
Yeah, got some quick cars around, man.
You know how hard it is to make a car fully stock run 10.
Yeah, you're rough, man. It's tough.
The man them don't be doing it
like Blim.
Like,
Blim car stock. Blim car basically is stock, you know what I mean? He got an SR20, but it's a stock SR20. You know what I mean? He running 10s. You know? All he had guys really just tires and that's it, you know? Car quick, car real quick, you know? So, and he's supposed to be faster next time too, so. Like I said, a lot of the guys are coming out better next time. A lot.
And trust me, if we could start to get some support for this thing, where even like the different classes could win certain things, it motivate the guys to put more effort. Because some of the guys them keeping the car stock simply just because they ain't getting nothing back from it. So it's like
they ain't no kind of support.
Yeah. So but when you see. When a man no buy, I could put this and get back something. Yeah, you're gonna really
something.
Real. Yeah.
For real.
Moving on, because if we start
on the car thing,
the last thing we're gonna touch on is poker.
Oh, the bad thing.
The bad poker.
Yeah. Well, down there, Down there dear to my heart as well.
Yeah.
Because I've been to a lot of events.
Yeah.
And that one specifically.
Nothing feel good like poker run.
Yeah.
Nothing
I don't
feel
know how
like
to explain
poker
it to
run.
people.
Poker run. My first poker run, I kind of had a moment where I kind of was just sitting down and was like,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm feeling,
I know
but
what you
it
mean.
feels great.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
It's just like poker run is the ultimate mixture of relaxation and party.
and vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let me tell you, right? And for me, it's the perfect thing because we got engines, we got beach, we got fetting, we got rum, like everything
comes
just
together.
yeah.
I think
and living
also-
on the island, perfect.
I think it's also because it's a boat ride
yeah,
that isn't slow.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Like it's really
yeah. No, for real. And big up,
Pressure.
listen, let me tell you, right? I would never forget when Bunty started doing it in Anguilla. And I keep watching and I said, no, that day look lit,
Yeah.
right? But then when he brought it here about 4 or 5 years ago for the first one, and I was on Bunty boat, and I was like, I've been on fast boats before. Not that fast though. And they talking, we're doing like 100,
Yeah.
100, 110,
Yeah.
108
Yeah.
on water. That day's a different experience.
Yo.
And I think we're going beach to beach, and like I said, like the vibes them lit, you know what I mean? And that's the first year. So we start from Figure Bay at Oceans Beach Bar, and then we went down to Rum Dog in Sandy Point.
Yeah.
That day was crazy. I would admit, and I would love for all the beach bars to like try to replicate the vibes of Rum Dog. I know it'll be tough, but Rum Dog will bring the vibes. Rum Dog will bring the vibes,
Yeah.
bro. Like it'll be different down there. And then we went down to Mundo, another big vibes there too. Then we went over to Nevis. I forgot where we stopped the first year. I'm picturing it now, but I can't remember the name of the beach. But that was vibes too, and then we went back. But trust me, every beach bar does just be vibes. And the thing about it is, like you say, is that you're going from beach to beach and you just vibing,
Well, you
bro.
guys don't go Wally
Owali.
in Nevis. Because I know I don't go down Pinners.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
I don't go around to Wally?
I'm not sure actually. That's a good question. I'll have to ask that when we speak next time. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because Wally is actually like where a lot of the
boats them are.
The boats them
yeah.
are in Nevis.
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask. Maybe because there's no bar on the beach. That might be a point. Well, the rocks, right?
No, there's also Wally Beach Hotel. There's a bar there.
Oh, that is true.
And
That's a good question. I'll ask.
Yeah,
I'll
and
ask.
the owner,
It could be the waters too, eh?
The owner of the hotel is...
Because the Wally on, I think because of the current. Could be that as well.
Okay.
It could be. Because when you're docking, that'll come into play.
Okay.
Yeah, because the boats them they tend to move a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So that could be a point, but I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up.
That would be fire actually.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, what's it? June 21st. I think that's the date for it.
June 21st.
Yeah. So big up big up Herbert Group, Bunty and the whole family and the team, and then obviously big up Seahawk Marino, which is in Figure Bay, Maney and the whole family as well. And obviously big up the whole team. You know what I mean? Like, boy, it's tough to name everybody, you know, but you know what I mean? Elton.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
There's a community.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's a lot, bro. Like, it's a lot of us trying to put on something. But what made me realize how hype it was, even though Senkis does be hype, Anguilla.
I've yet to experience.
Bro, okay, yeah. Don't get me wrong, Senkis lit, eh?
Yeah.
But imagine.
Senkis one just gained there.
Exactly.
Because it was kind of niche.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I think last year was the first year where Senkis one had the proper poker run vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but Anguilla, that they're part of their culture, literally. So it's like, I mean, boat racing is their national sport.
No, boat is the thing.
Yeah.
No, but Anguilla does billboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
And
but boat racing is actually their national sport.
Yes.
The sailing
boats, yeah.
Right, but
satellite.
Yeah. What's the next one? UFO? Yeah. But yeah, so so when I went there for his in Anguilla, yeah, bro, I was like, Senkis is different, but this is different. And I was like, okay, so now that I experienced what I would consider the best at the time, which is still the best in my opinion, I was like, okay, speaking with him after and whatnot, I was like, okay, we need to try and find a way to replicate that in Senkis.
Right.
And he also agreed because he also believes because Senkis is kind of more centralized than Anguilla.
Yeah.
We have more people closer, which is St. Martin, Antigua, Nevis, Montserrat, Dominica.
So it's actually easier for people to come to Senkis.
Exactly. Because who does really go to Anguilla is the VI and St. Martin, and the Nevis comes and Senkis comes as well. But Senkis is a bigger country as well.
Right.
So, Senkis and Nevis is a bigger country as well. So it's like you have it's a little bit more centralized.
Right.
Also, the islands are more popular. Right. So
and we also have a more strong party culture here.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So though we don't have a huge boat culture.
Yeah, the party culture is strong.
The party culture is strong, so you will get a lot of people to come out just for the vibe.
Yeah, and then the thing about it is, like I tell people all the time, the party boat is there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even though the party boat might not be as fast as the speed boats, but it has the vibes. You know what I mean? Like you go into the stops just as much.
Party boat is vibes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, rum on deck, food on deck, you know what I mean? DJs on deck, you know, and whatnot. And then we also
also, them speedboat experience ain't for everybody.
Yeah, ain't for everybody.
Ain't for everybody.
Yeah, ain't for everybody.
That is the day.
Yeah.
That is the one day where these men they shop them engines to the max.
Test out.
That day is because most days these
man cruising.
These man cruising,
Chartering
throttle in the middle, throttle a little bit, a little bit in the middle. No, this is where these throttle flat out.
Yeah, them treat
on
them
top the water.
Them 350 and them 300 don't get no pumping truck here.
You would not truck here. This is the one that them man say, man, work for your
Yeah, because that's the thing, a lot of the boats, especially in St. Kitts, is chartered boats. You know what I mean? Like, you know, trying to make money off of them. So those are the one days where people actually get to enjoy them. You know what I mean? And safely too,
And they're extremely fast.
Because the captains, them, very good captains.
Amazing captains.
Because it's like, I've seen, not here or in Angola, like somewhere else, where I've seen like poker runs and the captains don't really care too much, or the captains in general just in a regular day, you know what I mean, not the best. And I've seen some really good captains here in St. Kitts and Nevis, you know what I mean? Like,
I think the man them master the art of fun and safety.
I think so. I really think so.
Know how to have
and I
the
believe
most
that
fun.
happened because of the water taxis.
Yes.
So a lot of them got a lot of experience, every day. Well, every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just back and forth.
Pelting the boat.
Yeah,
back
so they
and moving amongst different
that's
boats
right.
as well.
Yep.
Right.
So I think because of that, it really has helped, and because of them, it's helped in the culture as well. Right. You know what I mean? You got a lot of fellas out there with a lot of boats and stuff like Abba and Muscle and so.
Right. And we got so much more captains now.
Yeah.
We got
a lot.
Older captains, young.
A lot.
We got young people as captains now. Right. So it's a growing culture.
Yeah, for sure. It's growing.
And I am confident that eventually we could reach the point where we could match Angola.
I think so. I really think so. It does have the potential.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, it's a scary thing to talk about, think about, but every time I leave a poker run, I want to buy a boat. I have considered selling this car every time.
I buy. I got about 3 abandoned boats in Nevis, right? And I don't talk to the owner and tell them, I buy. You wouldn't hold this for me for about 20 years.
But yeah,
just hold this for me for just because it's just a body. It's just a body them man got and show them and say, I'm really planning to do. I don't got on your boat, you know, this just here. I'm like, dog, hold it for me. I'm not gonna buy this boat no time soon, but I want it.
I feel that, bro. Trust me. Every year, I'd be like, boy, like I sell it super real.
Yeah, bye.
But I was like, man, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Find another way to
yeah, for real.
Yeah, because if you sell a super, you're selling it to me.
Yeah.
You're selling it
I feel that. Nah, but trust me, poker run gonna be lit. You know what I mean? And I know we're gonna have a separate interview to really get the deeper dive into it.
Get the deeper dive.
It gonna be lit. Like when I mean lit. Like last year was lit.
Yeah, last year was crazy.
Especially game changer with the slide.
Yes.
When we had dock off and we had the raft up, that was crazy.
Last year was crazy.
Yeah. And this year be crazy because we got more stored.
That little raft up section is.
It's a different vibe.
But that little raft up section sickening, dog.
Yeah.
Cause it's just
you.
Boat pulling up.
Yeah.
And music pelting.
Yeah.
And you know what was the craziest experience? The party boat was playing music. And then another boat would pull up playing music. The party boat gonna turn down and let them and music run the party. And then another boat gonna pull up them and gonna pull down and another boat gonna run the party. So a boat gonna pull up playing dancehall, a boat gonna pull up playing reggae, a boat gonna pull up playing soca. And you got a bunch of different vibes. And everybody just going with whatever the vibe is.
Everybody just vibing there.
And boat you're just looking out, a boat just out there spinning. Spinning.
Cruising,
everybody tie the boat to each other, spinning. Like it's just a vibe.
It's just a vibe. And like even for persons like myself, like you jump out in the water and you just tread water.
You know what? When you explain to me, why you name poker run? They don't play poker for real?
Okay, so we missed that part, but yes, we do. So basically, it's a grand prize. So it's more like how can I put it? So if anybody understands poker, obviously you have cards that you play, right? And the best hand win. So when you sign up to play the poker game, so you basically enter in, I guess you say like a grand prize. And who have the best hand at the end of the day wins. So every stop that we make, you'll pull a card. And
Okay.
then we have a
that
paper.
is how it goes.
Yes, and we have a paper and we'll say, okay, Omar, 8 hearts, or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? King of, I call it like a king of diamonds or whatever the case is, and it'll be like, okay, then we'll see who at the end of the day have the best hand, right? So throughout the day, we already know, like that's between us, of course, but we already know like who looking better than so. Right. So we'll start to look at those better, right? A little closer, right? And then usually, funny enough, last time it happened on the last stop. Sometimes we know from like the third stop or the second to last stop. But last year was literally the last stop, and it was crazy. You know what I mean? And again, the experience of doing it is a different kind of vibe because you know what I mean. You know you might be able to win $5,000, $6,000, $7,000,
and that's within itself. Speaking of how insane poker run it is, because for some people poker run is their favorite event of the year, and they don't even give a fuck about it.
They don't.
They don't give a shit about the poker.
They don't. Right? And there's a vibe still.
So imagine them and them who playing poker.
You got some man playing like 3, 4, 5 cards, like hands.
Yeah.
You know, because the man won this money, you check. And let me tell you, like when I could tell you like the emotions that they be going through. Because you see a man pull a card and then like somebody like, God, boy. But then you see the next man pull and the whole place gone crazy. You know what I mean? So it'll be an experience, man. It'll be a real good experience for sure. No, trust me, like it's a different vibe. And like I said.
Can anybody play poker?
Yeah, anybody, because we gun directly.
What the prerequisite is?
Well, you just have to sign up. Usually our sign up is about 250 EC. And then you enter the pot. And like I say, you have a chance of winning, usually is anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000.
Right.
And and then basically, like I said, every stop you make, you pull a card, and then we'll write it on a paper with your name and your information.
I'm playing poker this year.
Yeah, good luck. I hope you win, man. Trust me, it'll be a stick for real.
I have shit luck.
Yeah, no, you never know.
I'm doing it for the experience.
You never know. I
have shit luck.
You never know.
I don't be winning these fucking things, Omar. I'm telling you.
But
I'm doing it for experience. And I'm telling you, if I win, niggas gonna hate the fact that I win, because I am the shit talker.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah.
I gonna talk like I've been playing poker for my entire life,
And the good thing about it is you don't even have to understand it.
No.
Because we will help you. You know what I mean? We can tell you.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're doing well or not.
For the experience.
It's just for the experience. Yeah. And then next thing too is we have other stuff like the beer drinking competition, you know what I mean, where you could win, so you could win prizes in that as well, right? We also have, we're trying to work in some other competitions as well, but we also have best looking crew, right? Them boys from Nevis.
Yeah, them man not be smoking.
Them man be mashing up here.
Yeah, them man be shelling.
Yeah, so I'm hoping they have more people to come on board. But we also selling rash guards this year, so we have official rash guards that we're selling. For 165 EC. So full rash guard. So at least you could look. You know what I mean? You got the vibe. You know what I mean? So because it's very popular everywhere else. You know what I mean? So it's basically because once you have on that rash guard, you really feel like you're supposed to be in water. Yeah. You check what I'm showing you. And it also helps you from protecting, from protecting yourself from sun and whatever else, right? But yeah, man. So it should be lit this year, man. Trust me.
And trust me, we're coming out with another interview for poker, right? A little closer to the date. Yeah. Just to get a little bit more information. Right. So, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, man.
Anything else you want to touch on?
Bye. No, I think that should be it. Yeah, I think that should be it. Yeah.
Talk and shine. Promote Talk and shine.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the big thing. My baby, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a personal child.
I can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah, because see, that's it again. You see?
Very loyal.
The way I am loyal to everybody thing, and I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, very selfless.
I don't forget me thing. No, I actually did forget.
Yeah.
But anyways, July 11th. Talk and Shine, which is my car show. Mine and Ryan, my buddy Ryan, Peter King, and so it will be promoted by Carib Motorsport and King's Performance. Our first one was last year. It was a great success in my opinion. It was the first time I believe Senkis was able to get a sanctioned burnout and two-step competition. Guys went home with prizes for that. And then we also have different prizes for different classes like best stance, best paint, best performance car, best insure, best bus. And this year we want to add more, which is like best bike, maybe best trucks if we have enough. Right. We also did best 4x4/SUVs last year. But yeah, we want to just add a little bit more to it this year, so more people could come and more people could experience it. I know a lot of people say they're coming out. And I get excited because, you know, I work automotive art, so a lot of guys would tell me, boy, I got a sick pain, I want to drop, you know what I mean? So it's like, guys, coming out creative for it, you know what I mean? So, because it's like, you're getting to win something, you know, not just come and you show out. Now, nothing knocking the car meets, because that is fun, because I love those too. But when you have something to win, it gives you a little bit more effort, a little bit more, you know, you put a little bit more effort into it a little more.
That's something we now need to move in sync. It's with events now, especially events, culture-based events, where it's harder to get people to come up to, because it's a niche audience and so. So when you incentivize it now, you get people to come up, because then now people come up to support their person.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, because if you know, like, if you're a lady and, you know, your husband or your significant other,
his Jeep going in, car going in.
You see this man spend the last 2 months buying some set of rims, and for the past month he gotta be eating macaroni.
You're going to go
ramen and so.
Simply to help him.
You see the effort.
Tell your friends come.
You see the effort he put in for that car. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that is, again, is a family there. You know what I mean? Because you get to come with your children.
Event, I think, well, I can't. What I'm doing with my child.
What I'm going to wear. You know what I mean? Just come cool. You know what I mean? Just come and vibe. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we just want to do it again this year and even bigger. And I really appreciate the powers that be for that event. You know what I mean? I can't thank, you know what I mean, the police force. I can't thank the fire department, the ambulance. You know what I mean? The EMS. I can't thank, you know, the Department of Sports for also giving us the location.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. All the sponsors, bro. All the sponsors from last year that are hoping to work with again this year. They really came to clutch with the prizes. So shout out to everybody who came out, meaning...
Shout out to your graphic designer. That poster nasty.
Okay, no, watch, right?
That poster nasty. And you use the bad logo.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. Let me tell you, right? B-Mat, he's from Antigua. He's the baddest graphic designer that I did think of. No, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of bad graphic designers in the Federation. But one thing about B-Mat, because he did the poker run too, eh? Yeah, right? And one thing about B-Mat, if I ask him for something, me not have to tell him what to do. I would just say, yo, he gonna ask me 1-2 questions, how you want it or what you want in it. I tell him, that's it.
And then you post it with that bad massacre tune.
Oh, yeah.
You get it perfect. They're hard. I see that and I see this on it and I say,
I don't gotta think for like...
aim playing with talk and shine.
I don't gotta think for like half an hour to an hour just thinking like the right song.
The right song. I just scroll. I would put on my phone and I can't find it.
Yeah, they got sometimes I'm gonna be in the gym and just listen like a dancehall mix. I'll be like, what the baddest song before?
What the baddest playing? I hope I hear something I never hear before.
Yeah. I had another one I really wanted to bust on it.
Bossy was perfect for that.
Yeah, but no, they had a local tune. I wanted to drop on it. There was 2 actually, but I couldn't find them on IG at the time. Yeah, they didn't have them up on IG. So, and I know that they were the shell in SK. But because I wanted to promote to the foreign as well, even though they might not be here. Actually, some guys actually might be here from Antigua. So I'm looking forward for them, hoping to stay over for Culture Ammo event. But yeah, so because, you know, they promote to everybody, I figured, you know, let me just keep it a little bit more popular songs in general. But I said the other hype videos and stuff, I would just use some local music in there too, because then we gotta push you on too. You know what I mean? So yeah, because this just a sleeping, cause you know, him and dog, Skunk Fest in Jamaica. Yeah, June 5th. Yeah, that they're gonna be crazy. Yeah, so a lot of us going up from Antigua, Nevis, Saint-Kitts and so, and that they're gonna be crazy. But it's people like him is who has told me and who has helped push me into like doing these kind of stuff.
Things,
you know what I mean?
They build the culture. All of them leak over into each other.
Exactly. And they will be here. Cody and Nicklu will be here for Winfest. Yes. So yeah, man. So like you say, so all those kind of stuff leaking over to Winfest, Culture Ammo, even poker run. You know what I mean? Just the energy from all those help each other. You know. And like I say, even though I love Carnival and I love the culture and the fest, whatever the case is, that is where like my real passion is.
That's where your heart is.
Yeah, you know.
And I could tell.
Man.
I mean, I could tell.
I
could tell.
For sure. I don't think twice when it comes to them things, man. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for sitting down with me, Omar.
Anytime, bro. You don't know you're going on. We got some more to drop.
No, we got me and Omar got a lot of work.
A lot,
A lot of work.
Free by what? Current that I come just now. Dirty go links now deal with a bust down. Yeah. The rifle fully custom, brand new matic, nothing old and rust down. Nah, bangy line, them a hang out close. They gonna display, take pick and post. Every time me make a dopey, just sip and toast. Got to keep a clean sheet, can't let them score. SKN badness, clap it up, make a